Mercy, Trap New York shit, NoMercyTV.com, Battle Rap Arena, 346, and all that good stuff. We are back. Because we got some things to discuss, man. You know? Nicki Minaj. Shorty, it's over. It's over. You a dub. Like, you know what I mean? My introduction to Nicki Minaj began back in the MySpace days. You feel me? They used to have like the MySpace bulletins. And I don't know how, but I ended up, coming across it on my page. I think at that time, like how Facebook and Instagram have like sponsored posts, I think there was a way for artists to, have like sponsored bulletins and stuff like that. And I would see her stuff, being promoted on my page and everything. And I think this is back when Fendi was managing her. I came across, I'm like, all right, she look all right. I ran across the what is it, the itty bitty piggy freestyle thing is over like a Soulja Boy beat. And I was like, all right, shorty can actually rap. She got some type of appeal. She looked all right. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, she possibly could be the next star, like the next female rap star. And I wound up going to a show of hers just when she was still on the come up. She had a show in Harlem, actually. It was on like 135th. I think it was like Lennox. It was a little like pub or whatever over there that she was performing at. And I'm out like, yo, shorty good money. You feel what I'm saying? Even in person, she look aight, like, and here's the thing. I was never a huge fan of her as far as like her own music. She had, songs here and there, but she had a lot of standout verses that I fuck with. You feel me? Like the Up All Night verse, the Monster verse, which to me is her Monster verse is up there. Like it's really up there. And I mean, me personally, hip hop verses are all time, like, that shit is up there for me. That shit probably, like, I want to say, gotta understand, there's a lot of hip hop verses out there. And her Monster verse probably for me is like top 30. You understand? Somewhere up there, top 30, top 20. But she had it out the gate. She had it. She was a breath of fresh air. What was different about her was her style. She kind of adapted to what was going on at the time. The whole way of like how Wayne was rapping and how Drake was rapping. Like, that was the hip hop climate at the time. And it was like, if you was gonna rap, those are the niggas you had to sound like, as far as like, the punchlines, and I'm at the red light, stop sign, like that stupid shit that niggas be doing. And she adapted to that, and I felt like, as far as like current female rap for that time, like that was kind of what we needed, because we had Kim before. We had Foxy, and they stood out in a way where they could get on records with niggas and hold their own. And that's what Nicki was able to do. So I had some type of respect for her back then. Social media wasn't around. Like, it was around, but it wasn't being used in the way it is now. She always kind of like interacted with her fans. She never really like went on like rants and little rampages and shit like that. And I'm like, all right, she cool. She do her thing. She get her little money. She do her shows, and, she popping or whatever the case is. And then she get into the Kim beef. Now, the Kim beef, in a way, initially, you like, okay, Kim is the washed up one. We not really fucking with Kim like that, because she went and, bleached her skin and everything, and, did all that plastic surgery and shit. And we like, yo, we not rocking with Kim like now. So it's like, if they gonna beef, then we gonna kind of ride with Nicki a bit. But the way Nicki was going about it, it's like she has a habit of doing this. Nicki has a habit of throwing shots in records, like clearly throwing shots. It's not it's only a few females in rap and we pitting them against each other. No. Nicki throws subliminal shots in her records, and we be knowing who they for. You understand? And that's where all of these, these beefs be happening with her, because I understand you trying to conquer, you trying to take over the game, but every time you got an album coming out, you shooting at somebody. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you had to, when you went at Remy, you didn't have an album coming out. You understand? But you've went at Cardi, you've went at Remy, you've went at Lil Kim. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, Kim smoked on Black Friday. You understand me? Like, Nicki lost that one, but because of who she is to the masses and the general public, she was able to pretty much skate off with the win, because, people not really rocking with Kim like that. I ain't gonna lie, Black Friday kind of got swept under the rug. You understand? What really made me give Kim the W for Nicki Minaj, over Nicki Minaj, was a video I seen. The video is maybe half-hour long. It's on YouTube. You can go search it up. It's pretty much, I don't know, it might be more than a half hour. It might be like an hour. But it pretty much shows all of Nicki Minaj moments side by side with Lil Kim. And in these moments, she's doing exact same things that Lil Kim is doing. I mean, from wearing either the same or similar outfits, the same or similar poses in pictures, the same or similar dances and certain movements on video, like certain hairstyles. Like, it's really, she really was a Kim carbon copy. Like, she really was. You feel me? And it's like, you look at it, I instantly lose respect, because it's like, I'll say this. You might have management, you might have your label that's telling you to do certain things, but at the same time, like, if you're a fan of this hip-hop sport and you are a person who wants to be original, you have to curve those things. You have to close the door on them things when it's like, yo, Kim did this before. Like, of course, when people bring you these ideas, if you, like, unless you like a super in-depth Kim fan, you don't know that, okay, Kim wore this before. So you don't know to, pretty much turn that shit away. But they pretty much set you up to, be a carbon copy. And it worked against you. You could sell all the records and everything that you want. You got your fan base, a little Barbie, whatever you want to call them and all that. But it's still like the audience that y'all be wanting, the core hip-hop audience that really, like, is like the movers and shakers of the culture. Y'all might have y'all fan support, but y'all know damn well that the movers and shakers in the urban community is who y'all want behind y'all. And y'all cannot get them because y'all will keep pulling fraudulent shit like this. You feel me? And the Remy beef, Sheeta, you got smoked. The shit, even this Cardi thing I don't even know what to make of it. Like, first there's issues, then there's not, then, like, you know what I mean? Then you mad because she ain't shout you out and all this other stuff, and it's like, come on, like, who do you think you are? Like, okay, you've been around 10 years, you've only dropped, what, like 2 or 3 albums? So it's like people don't really have nothing to attribute you to. You've put up these numbers and stuff like that, but it's not like you're doing wild numbers. You're not doing like 50 Cent numbers going diamond and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you don't really have the window and the certifications to really demand a certain level of respect. You know, you've had little moments here and there, but you still got to do more. You understand? So you got to grind. You shouldn't be going on interviews worrying about who's shouting you out and, you know, little stupid stuff like that. You know, and over time, you just became cornier and cornier. You understand? It's like, I don't know if maybe you felt the pressure at one point and you just felt like, hey, well, if people are going to paint me as the bad guy, let me just go ahead and embrace it. But, you know, just nowadays, you're just coming off as like a bozo. You know, you're literally becoming the mainstream Azalea Banks. You understand what I'm saying? And you should look at that as a complete insult. Like, you're becoming just as much as a bozo as she is. And how people used to get on her about coming at you, now people are getting on you about, you know, coming at people in certain ways. And it's like now everything you're doing is just like clout chasing. Like, you're calling everybody out. You're doing songs mentioning millions of people and shit like that. And it's like, you know, the whole Travis Scott situation. Like, your career is over at this point. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you obviously, like, you don't get called for anything outside of music, really. Like, I've seen a couple of commercials here and there, but overall, it's like, you should be at a point where you're doing movies. Like, you're a megastar, supposedly. You understand? So it's like, there should be other avenues for you to operate outside of just, you know, doing the whole music thing. But, you know, with your fan base and everything, you could do a movie or a Netflix special, and you're going to bring people and fans to that particular platform to support you. But for some reason, you're not getting called to do nothing outside of music, and it's pretty much because you being a bozo. You understand? So, at this point, I mean, the crazy thing is, me and the masses have a different taste in music, and I'm completely fine with that because I thought the Queen album was fire. You understand? Just from the beats to the rappings, like, it was really my kind of stuff. You understand? But your personality, you understand? First, you had a dope personality with what I consider trash music. But now you got an album with good music, but your personality is you being a bozo. You understand? So at this point, once your personality starts becoming a bozo and people are not trying to work with you and you're not really getting called to do other things outside of what you're doing, then it's like your career is pretty much going to be done. You know, I'm pretty sure you probably got one more album in you, and then you might as well call it quits. You understand? Well, I don't know what kind of deal you signed or whatever, but I don't feel like your career is going to be that legendary rapper career that, you know, you expected to have. You know, so at this point, I mean, it pretty much is a fall from grace for you. Like, you know what I mean? You need to go back to the drawing board, regroup. You need to go on Twitter, apologize to everybody that you've been cursing out, start over on a fresh new slate, and get your life together, shorty. You understand me? Like, you I don't know what's gotten into you. Like, and then you calling out Safari for the fake hairline, but you got a whole fucking fake body. Like, you're just all plastic already. You understand? You're a Barbie. You understand? All plastic, and you got the nerve to be making fun of a man hairline. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, shorty, no. All them shows you be doing and them concerts and your butt looking like a fucking, from A Bug's Life, looking like one of the butts on the end or something like that. Like, what are you doing? And then niggas done heard stories about you getting high and shit like that. You getting high and then going on social media. Oh, brother. Last thing you need to be doing is getting high and then going on social media. I think that's really what been leading to these rants and shit like that. Like, you know, you just can't put your phone down. Put that shit down, work on your craft, and just please shut the fuck up, Nicki. Fall from grace, hold these multiple L's that you've taken throughout the career, and get the fuck out of here. Because pretty much, rap don't need you. Simple as that. No Mercy, Trap New York, shit, NoMercyTV.com. I'm out of here.